Hi, in this next tutorial, I want to give you a few more tips on making Tracker more useful for you. First thing you want to do is, probably before we go any further, is go ahead and do File, and then pick Save or Save As, okay? And when you do that, Tracker saves a little file, and let me show you what this looks like. I'm going to pick the Save As so you can see, okay? It saves a TRK file, which is your data for marking up stuff and setting the graphs and all that. So to run Tracker in the end, you actually have to have 3 files. So when you're at home, make sure you have all 3 files in the same folder to make your life easier. And these are the 3 files. You'll have the actual Tracker program. It's a Java file, a jar file. You'll have the actual video file, like a QuickTime movie, MOV, or an AVI file, or MPEG, or whatever your camera does. And then you need a data file, the TRK file. And when you actually want to get back into Tracker, you need to launch the program. Okay? You double-click, launch the Tracker program. And then click on the open icon, and you'll actually pick the TRK file. That opens up the data file with all your markings and your graphs, and then the movie file. Okay? And when you do that, you'll be back in to where you started. So the next thing I want to point out is you might not have marked all your points perfectly. So one little trick is you can actually correct everything. So if you zoom in a lot, which is kind of nice, you can see better, you can actually manually adjust these points. So it looks like data point 0 looks good, 1 is okay. If I want to, I can actually center these and tweak them. There we go. And I'll go to my next point. I'll just step ahead here and correct this here, okay? So what you can do is, if you see a point that's like grossly off, I would go back and just tweak it there, okay? So that way your plots aren't all screwy there, okay? So it's just a nice little trick to zoom in there and clean it up. There are also these like crazy video filters if you want to try out. Sometimes like the ghost one is kind of cool, where it leaves like a little invisible trail behind just so you can see what's going on. But in this case, this one's probably a little too trippy. Okay? So again, you can just clear off any filters there. And one filter that I think is kind of nice, the ghost one's kind of neat sometimes if you're just looking at a basketball being shot, but the negative is kind of neat, where you get high contrast where the points like really stick out there. Okay? So Tracker is just a very powerful tool to look at motion here. And quantitatively, we can then start to analyze and collect our data there.